How you doing? This is Sean from Reef Stabilization Creations, and I wanted to give you guys an update on my big tank. This is just a grow tank. It doesn't look spectacular. As a matter of fact, there's algae, bubble algae, cyanobacteria, all kinds of horrible stuff that you're not supposed to have in a tank. But I don't do water changes on this tank, and I just add supplements. I use carbon, and I've been slacking on the carbon. So a lot of I got a big algae bloom right now, and a big cyano bloom. But that doesn't mean my corals aren't growing. They're not getting suffocated. They're actually growing very well. And like I said, this is just a grow tank, and my tangs seem to like some of the stuff in here. So I encourage algae growth to an extent, but not as much as I have in this tank right now. I have to do tons of maintenance down here. Now that that tank is settling in and I'm starting to get my alkalinity and my calcium set on the upstairs tank, I've been concentrating more on this one. Today I'm going to put in some carbon, clean up the water. I have to do it slowly though. You have to do everything in salt water, you have to do slowly. And those are some of the things that you learn over time. Sometimes you make mistakes and you do things too fast, and then bad things happen. This tank has good growth in a lot of my corals. Some of these are old corals, but I'm just going to give you a good show of the corals. I'm not great at taking photos of corals, but I'm going to do the best I can, and I'll show you some of the pieces. I don't know the names of every piece either, but this is a good update of my small tank. I use AIs for my lighting down here, and I get a lot of coral growth from them. So I'll go through some of my pieces. You won't be able to make out the size of them. Some of them are rather large, and we'll go from there. First off, let me show you. This is my Certosa. Now this piece has a lot of cyanobacteria and bubble algae growing a lot around it. It was the first rock I want to take out when I do my big overhaul this weekend or next weekend. It's a big piece of Certosa, and it is really big. This piece is about, I would say, 5 inches wide by 4 inches deep. Behind it I have some orange pavona. That's a big piece too. They're both at the very top of my rock structure. They got good polyp extension, good growth. Then if I come down, I'll pan down here. Those are those blastos I told you about. There's a good colony back there. There's probably about 10 heads on it. It doesn't look like it, but there is. There's 3 heads on this torch. This is my big torch. I have another torch down here that a tang just hit. It's a green torch, and so 2 of the heads aren't popping out. This is one of my Montes I like. It's an encrusting green Monte. It's been growing for a long time. That's probably a 7-inch piece right there. This is right next to the Certosa is this cap that I've had. I used to have a really big piece of it, and now an old friend of mine has it, and he fragged this piece for me. It was only a little sliver, and now it's starting to get big. It's a cup coral. It's a green one, and it's very hardy. I have this new piece I picked up at the show 2 years ago, and it's just encrusting the whole rock. I think it's a Favia. I'm going to frag it up and sell it at the next show, and keep a good piece for myself again, because it grows fast. I have some trumpets in the back. I have several trumpets. I got all these trumpets here. Let's see. These are the kryptonite trumpets. There's some good amount of bubble algae next to them. There's another, I think it's a Lofastria. It's kind of like a meteor shower. I don't think that's Lofastria. I'm not really sure, but it looks like a meteor shower, but it's all green. Then there's a big Certosa down here. Let me see if I can find it. This is a large, Sunset Montipora. It's encrusting. It's starting to take off. It's a slow grower for me. Right next to it, I have a pineapple coral. This thing is huge. It's got to be 7 inches. I have some zoanthids, some purple zoanthids. These are, I think they're purple eyes, they call them. They're beautiful. I have some rastas down here and some atomic sunsets. I have some more atomic sunsets upstairs. I got some blue tubs over here. Let's see. Some other green ones, different varieties. I have some candy cane corals down here. I don't know if you could make them out. Some toxic polys, some mushrooms. There's a green chalice down there. I don't know if you can make it out. I thought this was an alien eye. I'm not quite sure. Maybe somebody can tell me what it is. I tried to look it up. I think it's the alien eye because it looks like it should be. The thing's encrusting. It's been growing in my tank for about 2 years. I fragged it. It's probably a good 5-6 inches, maybe 5 inches. I got a Miami Hurricane over here. Got some candy cane corals in the back and some hair algae growing down there, but that's nothing. That patch has been there forever. I've got some Duncans over here. These look great. There's probably about 6 or 7 heads out over there. I only started with 2. Then there's a variety of zoanthids here. This is a big colony. It's huge. Of green and orange zoanthids. What else do I have in there? I'm just trying to look. There's some other pieces I have. Remember I was telling you there was an Acropora that would look real good down here? The one upstairs came off this piece right here. Now this piece isn't showing its hairs yet because the lights have just turned on down here. That's a Stylophora right next to it. But this piece was the base, part of the base of the piece upstairs. I think it's a green highlighter. And there's another piece of it right there. It's just the base part of it, and I had fragged this off and put it down here, and it's encrusting right there. That was nothing but a little nub just a little while ago. I think I had some Hydnophora back there too, right there. There's people eaters. There's a few other pieces in here. I have another. Of course, let me just show you my fish too. There's other pieces in here, but that was a good overview. Here's my butterfly fish. Now this butterfly, I just want to tell you guys about him because he's awesome. He has eaten every Aiptasia I've ever put in front of him. He is excellent. Now, not everybody has good luck with them. There's my purple tang. He's beautiful. He made it through the problems down here. And these were the 2 fish I was kind of hoping that would make it at least. There's a bang guy in here, and there's a couple of damsels, and that's it. And I kind of want to keep it that way because this tank really does good. With the lower amount of fish in it, and then I could just feed heavy. The corals eat well, the LPS takes off, and I'm in love with a lot of these pieces. Oh, there's one more piece. It's a yellow cap that I had bought for a show and sold, and this piece here is a yellow cap. I just fragged it when I got it for the show. I think I traded it. But this piece right here is a beautiful piece, and I'm hoping it comes back like this green cup coral that I showed you, because this green cup coral is beautiful. Alright, so this is Reef Stabilization Creation, guys, and I just wanted to give you this update of my downstairs tank. This is the 150 tub.